Following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Mornings on Main Street on this beautiful Thursday, December 9th, 2021. The band real quick. Hit it, guys. Yeah, well done, everybody. Welcome in to another fun show we got for today. A lot of positivity, a lot of local things that are going on, some events that are happening in our area that we want you to know about that's going on. I'm so excited. I can't talk this morning. Let's bring in my good friend, the intern, who is, again, at an undisclosed location, some bunker somewhere, I've been told, east of Nashville, somewhere maybe in Wilson County.
Yes, that's the thing about undisclosed locations is I can't disclose it.
Yeah, you can't talk either. You're just taking talking lessons from me this morning.
Right.
Good to see you, man. Doing all right?
I am. How are you?
You have a big weekend planned coming up?
Yes, I do. Actually, I'm going to golf if I can. If it's not too cold.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I've also discovered this: when people, you're talking to them on Zoom and they start drinking coffee, it means they're completely disinterested in what you're saying. So let me ask you again, got a big weekend planned?
Yeah, man, I got a huge weekend plan that I can't wait to tell you about.
That's what they do. So here's the deal. We'll get people watching this morning. We had a cancellation that's coming out at 7:10, unfortunate cancellation that just happened. And everything's okay. Our guest is okay. They'll be on tomorrow, next week. But the fact, if you guys could see the intern and him scrambling behind the scenes and we're working together to fill that segment, everything, it's something else. Did you think you could move that fast?
No, I actually did not think I could move that fast. But thank you. I appreciate the shout out.
You're doing the work of like 9 people at this undisclosed location.
Right. There's enough room to do all that stuff. So.
Oh, when you the light opens up, there's somebody behind you.
Oh.
Or is that a plant?
Hopefully it's a plant.
Okay. All right. Maybe one day you'll get out of your parents' basement. Oh,
hopefully.
My bad. I'm sorry
No!
about that, buddy. I'm sorry about that. All right, as we do every morning at this time, what do we do right now, intern?
We're going to look at the news.
Yeah, there we go. This morning's e-edition of Main Street Nashville. I love getting this delivered right into my email inbox. We got the app on the phone, the latest news, everything that's happening around. And there you go. And I love opening up the paper and reading this story. This is a story Ashley Perham wrote about Waffle House. This man wrote a book about Waffle House. And inspired by Waffle House, workers' kindness, father and son write a children's book. All right, so this is the Waffle House on Sitco Drive over off Armory Drive, Sitco Drive, 100 Oaks over there. Wonderful stuff. Let me tell you what, years ago, when I was in TV, I would do a Friday segment from this Waffle House because these people behind the scenes that work there are absolutely fantastic. And let me tell you what, They get tipped well. They do well. That's why they've been there for 20, 25 years. This Waffle House, I was told, I don't know about it in the last couple of years, was the most profitable Waffle House of any of them. The one on Sitco Drive. Any of them around where they are located in the Southeast and all this stuff. But this Waffle House is there. And one night we were getting ready to set up for a show on a Friday morning. And we came in that Waffle House, and lo and behold, Kenny Chesney was there with Renee Zellweger. And they were walking out, and we were walking in. And it was just a bizarre moment. When I think about this Waffle House, I always think about that moment right there. But this is really cool. And I've told you guys on the show, I'm fascinated by people who write books. So this is really cool. Let me get the gentleman's name here. Gaines Sturdivant II and his son Gaines G3 Lovett wrote a book for Waffle House called 12 Days of Christmas. So the story this morning with Ashley Perham in the paper, and really cool. We do a lot of things with the National Rescue Mission throughout the year, and they have this urgent need. National Rescue Mission needs 500 hams, and the story by Wednesday, December 22nd. Since 1954, the National Rescue Mission has been serving homeless and hungry people in Middle Tennessee. Every year, the mission seeks to provide those in need with a traditional holiday meal during the Christmas season. This year will be on Friday, the 24th and 25th. And let's talk about their needs. So 500 hams, donations can be dropped off at the donation center at 616 7th Avenue. So if you're out shopping this weekend, if you don't mind picking up extra ham and deliver it down there, let me tell you what, they are absolutely changing lives at the rescue mission. And it's always fun to talk to the staff there, because they're so excited what their mission they're doing and getting things done. So if you got a chance this weekend, if you don't mind, that'd be great if you could do that. And I'm a big neighborhood guy, and I love this. Haynes Middle School receives $12,000 from neighborhood partners. Haynes Middle Schools received more than $12,000 to create a literacy garden for students, thanks to the efforts of the Haynes Trinity Neighborhood Coalition and local community partners. Those schools in the area include Cumberland Elementary, Alex Green Elementary, Haynes Middle School, and Whites Creek High School. We have to take care of our schools in our backyard, folks. That is a priority. There's some amazing kids in these schools, and they just need to know that they are loved and they're appreciated. And I think this is fantastic, and we'll always promote really cool things like that to help the schools out. Again, here we go. I think Joe, he's going to do it again. Yeah, the history. I love it. National banner. 75 years ago today, 1946, front page of the Nashville Banner. You get this in your e-edition every day that's happening. And the story to the side here is, you think about times and everything. In other news, Nashville's 800, this is 1946, Nashville's 838 city school teachers were given a $15 a month pay raise, bringing their total raise for the school year to $35 a month back in 1946. I'm not sure how many teachers we got now in Nashville, but I bet it's 4 times 838. It's just interesting to read how things back in that time were working and how they were going on. You see that was happening. Okay, so yesterday they unveiled plans for 2nd Avenue. It's been almost a year since the Christmas bombing, and a lot of the buildings are going to come back. But this drawing, Phil Ponder, if you know Phil Ponder, let me tell you what, Phil Ponder is one of the most important people in Nashville's history. Former councilman, he's an artist. If you know him, you know I don't have to explain who he is. He is a beautiful man. And so he's drawing this, which is going to be on part of the AT&T facade downtown, with what's going on down there, because a lot of things were destroyed down there, not going to be back. So here it says, when you're going up 2nd Avenue now in front of the A&T facade, instead of seeing a kind of modest rebuilding of that, you're going to see 2nd Avenue, and you're going to see this facade. You're going to see this drawing by Phil Ponder. It's going to be up there. And I mean, look, and not even in my dreams could I draw something like that. So Phil Ponder will be doing that. And he's just a beautiful, wonderful man. He is a Nashville treasure when it comes to things like that. So thank you, Mr. Ponder. We so appreciate you. Let's go down. Your Nashville Predators are back on the ice tonight, and they're playing in New York. The New York Islanders. Barry Trotz tonight. Islanders haven't done well on their home ice, and the Nashville Predators usually play well on the road up there. So we'll see what happens tonight. 6:30, Preds there, and they are in 3rd place in the Central, doing quite well, quite better than I thought, which tells me that I don't know nothing about hockey. I just like going to the games and having fun and screaming at people. All right, so part of the staff here, we have Larry Woody. And let me see where Larry Woody's article went this morning. And I do this because his article, hold on, bear with me. We're going back this way. Look at this, Larry Woody. Could pythons be headed here? Story about the Burmese pythons are wreaking ecological havoc in the Florida Everglades, expanding the range northward. Could they eventually reach Tennessee? Yay, not likely, according to wildlife biologists who note that the tropical snakes couldn't survive the state's harsh winters. Take that, pythons. I am deathly afraid. And look at that. This thing. Ugh. My mother made me deathly afraid of snakes when I was growing up. So I blame her for all that. So that's good. But you know what? Having Larry Woody, you know who Larry Woody is? He's another legend. It's good to have Larry part of the Main Street family. All right, intern, are you ready, buddy?
Yes.
It's time for our new segment called Comic Striptease. All right, you ready? We're going to do role play for a comic. Today is Dennis the Menace. Now, one of our viewers sent me a note and said that I thought this Dennis the Menace today, I thought this guy was his grandfather, but it's Mr. Wilson next door. We have some amazing viewers every morning on Mornings on Main Street who tell us what we don't know, what we do know. Look, if you tell us what we don't know, that'll be an all-day lesson for us. So we appreciate you doing that. All right, so playing the role of Dennis the Menace will be the intern.
Hello.
Playing the role of Mr. Wilson will be myself. And we're doing this in front of a studio audience. Okay, intern, are you ready?
Yes.
And go.
Do you like putting up Christmas lights?
More than I like putting up with other things.
Yes.
Wait, did I hit it?
I don't think so.
Oh, they want it one more time. Do it again.
All right, here we go. Do you like putting up Christmas lights?
More than I like putting up with other things.
Oh, guys, audience, live audience.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, let's hope our boss isn't watching this morning with that segment right there. All right, off and running. All right, so we had a cancellation. So what we're going to do, we're going to run Miss Cheap from Tuesday for the interview and get her right into this morning, 7:20, our Pet of the Week segment. Hunter Bradley is going to join us live on the show about a cool event happening next Saturday that we want you guys to be a part of, and it's free. It's all free, 7:30. Singer-songwriter, another Nashville legend, Barry Coggins, will join us. He's one of the finest men you'll ever meet, not only for what he does for singing, but what he does for the community. So Barry will join us then. We got a fun show for you. Stay tuned right here. Back with more Mornings on Main Street next.
It is building relationships. I've got, my phone has got the phone number of every head football coach, every basketball coach, every baseball coach, every softball coach, every athletic director in Wilson County in it. If something ever happens to me, that phone's going to be a pretty good commodity for somebody. And I've known these people. I grew up in Wilson County. I went to Lebanon High School. I went to Cumberland when it was a junior college. I am now covering even some grandchildren of guys I went to school with.
I think journalism is like politics. It's all local, and I think Main Street Media has really hit on something that I've been preaching for 50 years. And keep the news local, right? Local stories for local readers, and that's what I like about Main Street Media. I finally found somebody who agrees with me philosophically about concentrate on local subjects, local topics, and you'll bring your readers in.
It's one of our best times of the week. Let's bring in Miss Cheap as we do every Tuesday. There she is. Good morning, Miss Cheap.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. And I also love, this is the today's story you have in Main Street is one that you absolutely, I'm not going to speak for you, but I am. You love the story today about the Tuba Christmas.
You know, this is one of my favorite holiday events. I've been going to it probably for 20 years. It's been at different locations through its 35-year history in Nashville, but it's 100 tubas playing Christmas carols. I mean, 100 tubas.
And here it is. Tuba Christmas is back. I've read the article. I love the article, but tell people what it is and why you love it so much.
Well, the tuba players, the 100 tuba players, and you never know exactly how many there'll be, but they're everybody from the 5th grade band, middle school band players, to some of them are in their 80s and 90s, and some of them have been professors of euphonium at Vanderbilt at the Blair School of Music. I mean, they're very accomplished, but all of them play together, and they don't have but one rehearsal, and it's the morning of the show, of the concert. And they play the Christmas carols, and they play it through once, and then they do a sing along. So if that doesn't get you in the Christmas spirit, I just don't know what will.
Why has this throughout the years been so wonderful? And and I know all about it because I covered it from the TV part of this. But why do you think it's still year after year after year, people just show up and want this so badly?
Well, I start getting calls and emails about it, months ahead, and they didn't do it in person last year. So I think people are eager to see it in person. They're having it at Nashville First Baptist downtown, which has a beautiful sanctuary, and they've been so gracious to let Tuba Christmas be performed there every year for the last, probably 10 years. But it's about a 45-minute concert, and it's very comfortable there in the church to hear the music. It's a fun event, and it's all ages. People bring their grandchildren and children, and there are a lot of elderly people, a lot of, it's just a lot of fun. A lot of downtown workers come because they can walk there from their offices. It's a real Christmassy kind of thing. And in the last few years, they've let us, for the penny drive, collect afterward for Second Harvest. The concert itself is free, so you don't have to pay anything. But people have been very generous. They've let us, bring buckets, and after the concert, people, drop in some change or some bills or a check or whatever they want to. So that's been a good way for me to promote the penny drive that we're right in the middle of too. So it combines two of my favorite things at once.
Yes, I love it. We have on the screen next to you, we have the penny drive information on the penny drive that's happening. And God bless you for doing this, because as we've talked about, and I tell you every time, I believe people should have the right to eat every single day. Everybody should have the right to eat. And I see how the money you've raised for Second Harvest. And when you read I know we'll get back to the Tuba Christmas in a second, but when you read, Miss Cheap, all the millions you've raised for this, is it a little bit overwhelming?
Well, people have been so generous. And I think the beauty of the penny drive is that it's not a big ask, that it's the kind of thing that, it's a great project for kids or for anybody who wants to give back, who, maybe doesn't have a lot of money. Because Second Harvest can provide 4 meals for every $1 donated. And right now there's a match going on, so you can even double that. So it really means that your dollar goes a long way. So I think it's one of those things that I think if people are having a holiday party, let's say, and if they ask people to bring something for Second Harvest, it just opens the door for people to be able to do something. I think all of us want to do something at Christmas to help others in the community. And if the ones who are hosting or the ones who are leaders can open the door for people to do that, they do it. We had a sing along for Second Harvest with just some of our neighbors, and I can't tell you how many of them afterwards said, "Thank you for doing this. We wanted to do something at Christmas and we weren't sure, exactly what to do." So I was able to open the door for them to give some money to Second Harvest and help feed some of these hungry neighbors. So it's a good way to help others.
I love it too. And I also love the fact that we've done a couple of events together, and you've always put in the email, "Hey, is it okay if I put and talk about the penny drive up there?" Because this is just not something that pops up, once a year for you and you do one thing and all that. This is your passion. I know saving money, all that's your passion, but personally, I think this is fantastic, and you're always willing to share and talk about this penny drive.
Well, I love the penny drive. It's just been one of my favorite things to do, and it's one of the reasons that I decided to write for Main Street, because Main Street was so enthusiastic about supporting Second Harvest and letting me do the penny drive. I needed a platform, after I retired from the Tennessean, and this has been just perfect because Main Street has been so supportive and excited about it too. So it's one of those. It's one of those things. The penny drive is not just one day. It's all the time, and it's one of those things that, when you see like the students at BGA Middle School or the students at the Episcopal School of Nashville getting excited about it. My grandson's daycare center at Belmead Methodist, they put pennies and change into a big pig, and for them, it's a good opportunity to talk about hunger with children and let children know that they can make a difference too, that it's not just grown-ups with big checkbooks, that anybody can help. And they say that 1 in 8 8 children, 1 in 7 people in Middle Tennessee is at risk of hunger, which means they don't know where their next meal is coming from. And, somebody told me, well, if 1 in 7 is at risk of it, that means that the rest of us can do something about it. So here we are, I think that's a great way to look at it.
Plus, with your grandson, I mean, in learning them at an early age, I did it with my kids as well. I mean, you give and, you teach them how to give and what it means, and what you get back is so much more than what you give. And so I just think any chance we could do that at a younger age, it pays off in the end, just like you're doing with your grandson.
Well, I think so too, and I think these schools embracing it are it's a good leadership quality for these kids to see that they can do that. And it's fun, it's fun to raise money. If you want something done right, ask a 5th grader to do it. Boy, those kids at DGA are just something else.
That is so fantastic going on. I also love the fact that we've been spotlighting a lot of these events around town with Christmas lightings and parades and everything, and it's just so good, Ms. Cheap. And I know to go to a parade costs nothing, Christmas tree lighting costs nothing, but to see neighbors and friends and all that together at this event, last year we didn't have it, it means so much. And I know you understand what that is.
Well, I do. And to hear all these voices singing too, and also, if you haven't heard Jingle Bells or Joy to the World on a tuba, you're in for a treat. I'm telling you. Right. G.R. Davis has done this. He taught euphonium at Vanderbilt forever. And he's headed up this tuba Christmas ever since it came to Nashville. And he was, in fact, in part of the original tuba Christmas somewhere else. And he is very passionate about it. And one of the funniest songs in it is Carmen Sanders sings "All Santa Wants for Christmas Is a Tuba," and it's made for G.R. Davis. I'll tell you that.
I love it. All right, so let's people know it's not today. It's December. It's a week from today, December 14th, downtown, and it's free.
Right, and it's at Nashville First Baptist at the corner of 7th and Broadway. And parking might be a little bit of a problem. There is parking at the church. You might want to come a little bit early. They're going to have a Dixieland band before it starts. It starts at 11, but before that, they'll have a Dixieland band playing some music. And that you could park at Music City Center or some other places, but it's worth going to for sure.
I love it. And before, real quick, we talked last week about the Penny Drive and where cans are. I mean, they're everywhere. They're usually up front by the register. So make sure you double check if you want to donate, correct?
Right. And Wilson Bank and Trust and Pinnacle Bank have some cans or some stickers, or you can make your own can. But both of those banks will accept the collection that you make. Like if you want to make a can or a jar and put it in your business or your home and you want to turn it in, you can turn it in at either one of those banks at any branch, and they'll take care of it. So they've been wonderful partners in this.
Beautiful. Ms. Cheap, as always, it's one of our highlights each week having you on here. Appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you next week.
Well, I hope I'm going to see you at Tuba Christmas, Joe.
Yes. Oh, absolally be there. Next Tuesday.
That's right. Next Tuesday.
All right. See you there. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks so much.
She's supposed to stay cheap.
Stay cheap.
Yeah. Yes.
I was waiting on it.
Hey everybody, it's Hunter Briley with Regal Realty Group, proud sponsor of Pet of the Week of Big Joe Duman and Main Street Media. We've got a super exciting event that we're about to release on you. It's called the 2021 Santa Paws Adopt-a-thon, and it's right here at Tremont Mansion here in Hermitage, Tennessee. We would love to invite you and any of your friends to come on out that day on December 18th from 12 noon to 4 p.m. We're going to have a lot of food, snacks, some drinks, and a lot of great times, but most important, we're going to have puppy dogs from at least 8 local shelters from around Middle Tennessee. They're going to bring some dogs. We're going to try to find them permanent homes, ladies and gentlemen. What better way to start off your Christmas holidays than to take home a lovely new pet for your family? Come on out. Again, that's December 18th. It's a Saturday, 12 noon to 4 p.m. right here at Tremont Mansion. We would love to have you. It's free. Come on out. We'll feed you. We'll give you a couple drinks, and you get to play with some puppies. Thanks so much, everybody.
All right, rolling with the punches today on Mornings on Main Street, and you just saw him with the commercial there, and he's proudly sponsors our Pet of the Week. We're going to have him live today. Let's bring in Hunter Briley, Regal Realty Group. My man, how are you, buddy?
What up, Big Joe? How are you, man?
Man, good to see you. Thank you for all you do for us and for pets, man. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, dude. It's a calling and something that I absolutely enjoy. My wife and I feel that we need to do it, so it's something that we love to do, man.
Well, I tell people all the time, it's easy to write a check and sponsor a segment, what a lot of people do, and that's great. But the fact that you call me and like, hey, what we got, what are we doing, what's going on, that's next level. So thank you, man.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
All right, so don't go anywhere. We're going to promote the event, which you saw the commercial for. But this week, it's our Pet of the Week. We spent time at New Leash on Life up here in Lebanon. Some beautiful people that work behind the scenes that work really hard to find these puppy dogs some forever home. And here's this week's Pet of the Week brought to you by Regal Realty Group.
Here we go.
This week, we're at New Leash on Life in Lebanon. And look, you guys have been fantastic. We come out here to help adopt out animals. You guys have been so great. And opening your hearts to these special animals. Look, this week we have an awesome dog for you. Meet Blue. Hey, Blue, come here, buddy. Blue is about 1.5 years old. Get this, he's a black tan Alaskan Husky Hound. I'm just going to tell you that he's beautiful and he's a lot of fun. He's about 50 pounds, so sweet, loves to play. He is an awesome outside puppy dog. Let me get out of the way here as he's having fun this morning, running around in the little area at New Leash on Life and having a good time. Look, this puppy dog loves to play. He loves to be outside. So if you want a sweet dog that's going to go outside and chase you and have fun with you and be excited about all the energy, he's your dog. Now, as you can tell, he's excited. So probably be an only pet, but look how beautiful he is. So if you're looking for an only pet, a lot of fun, somebody's going to have a good time with you with a nice little backyard for you, Blue is your guy. Look at that. Look how beautiful he is. So much fun. We've been having so much fun here in the little yard outside New Leash on Life in Lebanon, having fun with him, playing with him, and seeing what a good boy he is. And look, he's neutered. He's microchipped, up to date on all of his vaccines, and is on flu and tick prevention. So all you got to do is love him. Is this love Blue? Look at that. So if you like a little cute puppy dog, again, a black and tan Alaskan Husky Hound, Blue is your guy. Almost 50 pounds of absolute adorability. Look at him. Just wants to run outside and have so much fun. Look, he's been in the shelter here going on 4 months. He's the longest resident of the shelter. Let's take that title away from him, huh? How about it? All you do is contact New Leash on Life. There's information on the screen below, and Blue can be part of your family. He is such a good boy. Beautiful puppy dog there. And look, you know what? That's a title that no dog wants to be longest in the shelter. It's kind of like you be the AAA baseball player. Like, hey, you led AAA in home runs. Nobody
You're my boy, Blue. Go get him.
Nobody wants that title. All right, Hunter, that's our Pet of the Week. We'll put the segment up on all of our socials in a little bit. But now we're going to talk while you're here. Boom. Sorry we didn't have your face up. That's okay, though. Hunter, tell us about the event next Saturday. We're going to have you on next week, too. We're really proud of this event. You're really proud of this event. Tell me how you came up with this idea and what it's about.
Well, man, we just so first of all, we love doing the Pet of the Week so much, and I feel like we're making an impact with that. And we've gotten a bunch of puppies some homes, and we thought, what's a way to kind of, upgrade Pet of the Week or do something extra, do something more? And I said, well, let's throw a Christmas party for them. So that's what we're doing, man. We're doing a Christmas party for puppies, and hopefully to get them forever homes. So we came up with the 2021 Santa Paws Adopt-a-thon. We are friends with the owners of Tremont Mansion, and they have graciously allowed us to have this party there. We're going to have probably around 30 dogs at this point at the event to try to get them a home. It's from 12 to 4 at Tremont Mansion right there on Saundersville Road. It's open to the human public. We do ask that you just come with your humans. Don't bring any other dogs because we have so many, dogs there that we're trying to get homes for. There's a donation to get in, and that donation can consist of either, a small dollar value. You can purchase a Christmas ornament to get you in, or you can bring a can of food or a bag of food or anything pet related to donate to these shelters. If you go to our Facebook page, there's an event page. You just type in Santa Paws Adopt-a-thon and you can find us. We've actually gotten all of the shelters that are going to be there. We've gotten them to link up their lists of what they actually need the most at their shelters, whether that be dog beds or food or medicine or anything like that. And you can go and click on that and see what they actually need. So there's a lot of information on our Facebook page. Please go check that out. We're even going to have a magician there and a balloon artist going to be there making balloon dogs. So there's a lot of fun stuff going on.
You know, what's funny is that I believe this show, Mornings on Main Street, was created for this event, for events like this.
I love it, man, and I think you're right. This is what we need to be doing and what we have to be doing. And there's a lot of animals, like you just saw Blue. That's a sweet boy. There's no reason he should be in a shelter for 4 months. So that's why we're doing it, Joe.
I truly agree. Also, our friends at Buddy Allen, let's give them a really quick plug. Buddy Allen Flooring in Donaldson. They've got things you can walk in and buy an ornament and money right to you guys.
Yeah, so they've got their Christmas tree up in the middle of the store there in Donaldson, right across from Nectar and all that stuff, right in the heart of Donaldson. And you can go in and purchase one of our ornaments. We're asking for $10. If you don't have 10, if it's just 5, that's fine too. Just whatever. We would love for you to stop by Buddy Allen and get yourself an ornament. That money goes directly to this event.
Hero, man, I appreciate you, and we'll do it again next week. I'm looking forward to the Saturday the 18th, Hunter. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Brother.
Love you, Big Joe.
All right, man. See you. Hunter Briley, Regal Realty Group, proud sponsor of Pet of the Week. He was the first one to hop on board, 4 or 5 months ago, do that. So we really appreciate him. I will come back. We have a special singer-songwriter for you who is a legend in my mind for what he does off the stage. But he's going to play a tune for us, do this in the Christmas spirit. You're going to meet Barry Coggins. We come back next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Dental coverage may be a small investment, but it has big benefits. Because dental coverage and preventive oral care leads to more than a healthier smile. It leads to a healthier life overall. Delta Dental makes it easy to get the care you need. With the nation's largest network, you're more likely to find or keep a dentist you love. And with comprehensive coverage and additional discounts, you'll have benefits you love too. Make a lasting investment in your oral and overall health with coverage from Delta Dental. Visit deltadentaltn.com to learn more.
Hey, Toby. Toby knows comfort, whether day or night. Through the highs and the lows, Toby knows. You've put it off long enough. That old system is just out with the old, in with the new. We'll make it worthwhile all the way through. Derryberry is your local independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. Visit DerryberryAC.com today and schedule a visit. Derryberry Heat and Air, making customers for life.
All right, welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. Our Mornings on Main Street band. Yeah, great job, guys, as always. All right, let's waste no time. Let's bring in Barry Coggins, singer-songwriter. Look how handsome he is. And Barry is joined by Joseph Brunel this morning. Barry, good morning. How are you, buddy?
Very well. Can you hear us okay?
I hear you good, man.
Okay, good.
Barry,
We're good. You get up this early every morning?
5 o'clock, man. I got to go and I got to feed the chickens and I got to kick the fox out of the hen house. Yeah. You got to get it done. Barry, thanks. It's an honor to have you on the show today, Barry. I really appreciate you doing this. We'll talk about your singer-songwriter for a moment. For folks that know Barry, you've delivered, is it close to 20,000 meals for Meals on Wheels?
Something like that. It's been a lot of years, since 1985.
Why is that so important that you do that?
You asked me that in another segment we did, and it's just helpful, and you get a lot of reward out of it. It's its own reward, meeting people and relationships with people. So it's its own reward.
Well, that shows your big heart, Barry, and I really appreciate what you do and for everybody. And that day I spent with you and you're delivering all the meals, and you lit up so many people's world that day, but it's knocking on the door and talking to them. So it meant a lot to myself. I know Justin Beasley was with me, and we really appreciate you doing that. But today it's about singing Christmas songs. What's going on? Tell us about the song you and Joseph are going to sing for us today.
Well, we're not singing it. We're just playing it. We've got 2 Christmas CDs out. Night That Lives Forever and Duology Christmas. And so we're trying to promote these songs, and we're going to play a Solon, which is on the second Christmas album. Our website, by the way, is duology.us. But a Solon was a song that Peter, Paul, and Mary kind of made famous. And also Sting did a version. And it's based on a traditional English hymn.
Yeah, it goes back a ways, you know.
The kids would go door to door begging for soul cakes.
Oh, wow. Well, I will tell you guys before you start, we've yet to have music on the show live. You're the first.
Oh, really?
Right?
That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
So by the way,
Joseph and Barry Coggins with a Solon, guys. Stage is yours.
Right. 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
A Solon.
That is so good.
Thank you.
That's so, now what the CDs is that song on?
It's on the There's a Night That Lives Forever, which is our second one. This actually has 2 vocals on it, both original songs. One's called what's it called? No Man's Land. It's about the World War I Silent Night with the Germans and the British that we wrote with Kevin Douglas. And the other one's called There's a Night That Lives Forever. Joe's wife Tree sings on it. And then we do Holy Night and, Silent Night and some original songs. And we got a bunch of fun Christmas songs on these 2 CDs. And
These are real nice. If you get tired of Bing Crosby, there's always Duology.
That's right.
I love it. So the website, duology.us. Are you guys performing anywhere in the next few weeks live?
We'll probably do a Facebook Live show. That's about it. We haven't got any venues, but if anybody wants to have us come play, we will.
Yeah, we've done it in the past. Yeah.
They just search Barry Coggins on Facebook.
Duology.
Duology has a Facebook page too.
Okay.
Duology.us.
Yeah, we used to play at Borders bookstores and played the Frisk Center quite a bit. And so we played around town. We started doing this in Nashville in 2003, so almost 20 years.
God, that was beautiful. I mean, technology is amazing these days. That sounded so good, guys.
Thank you. Well, Joe plays a Collins guitar out of Austin, and I've got this big old Martin that I've had since '84. So.
Yeah. Barry brought his very special microphone too.
Yeah, I got the Yeti microphone down here.
Yeah, you got it working. I love it. All right, we'll continue to promote it, Barry. We'll email you the segment here in a little while. We'll put it on our YouTube channel. We'll blast it out. And hey, before Christmas, I'd like to have you guys back on in about a week and a half or so. Do some more songs.
Awesome.
That'd be great. Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, have Duology and somebody adopt Blue. Give Blue a home.
Yeah, and we saw Mary Hatch too, Mrs. Cheap. She was great.
I tell you, this show, I mean, Mornings on Main Street is the show. So you guys, and you are our first musical guest. So thank you.
Woohoo!
What an honor. Thanks for having us on.
Thanks,
Joe.
Big Joe.
You bet. Barry, Joseph, we'll talk to you soon, guys. Thank you. From duology.us, beautiful music. I've seen Barry play. He's fantastic. But again, he's delivered more than 20,000 meals for Meals on Wheels. He's a special human being. We're going to take a break. On the other side, from the day we've started the show, I've been telling you about this special place in Nashville, this animal sanctuary called Piccolo Farms. And I don't have enough words to tell you how fantastic, wonderful, and beautiful the farm is and the people who run it. And there's a special event happening this weekend, and you're all invited. If you've never been to an animal sanctuary, you need to go see this one. It takes my breath away how wonderful it is. And we're going to show it to you and tell you about it. And the special guest for Piccolo Farms will join us next right here. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Every year, it costs Tennessee more than $15 million to clean up roadside litter. It's time to keep your trash to yourself and our roadways clear, because nobody trashes Tennessee.
It was just a few drinks. I'm good. I thought it was good.
After every game, we always have a few. It's no big deal. It was no big deal.
Hey, I can hold my liquor.
I thought I could hold my liquor.
Is your roof in need of repairs? Maybe it's time for a full roof replacement. If so, choose Middle Tennessee's #1 rated roofer. Tim Leeper Roofing has provided the Nashville area with outstanding residential and commercial services for nearly 2 decades. And with hundreds of 5-star reviews, Tim Leeper Roofing has satisfied thousands of homeowners. To schedule a free and honest estimate, find us online at timleeperroofing.com.
One more time, guys. Great job, man. Appreciate you guys every morning. All right, let's waste no time, though. Let's bring in my good friends over at Piccolo Farms, Bonnie Glick, that does a fantastic job. And Bonnie, I know you heard me before the break. My goodness, it's such an honor to have you guys on today. How are you?
Good. How are you doing, Joe? Thanks for having us.
Fantastic. I'm so thrilled. I want everybody in the world to know about the great work you guys doing at the sanctuary. Before we get started about the event taking place on Sunday, tell everybody what Piccolo Farms is.
Yeah, so Piccolo Farms is a farm animal sanctuary. We are just about 15 minutes north of downtown Nashville. So we're located in a great spot, easy for everybody to get to. And all of the animals are friendly and able to be loved on for the most part. There are a few out there that are still a little shy, but we've really taught all the animals what it means to be loved. And we're so thankful to have all of them here.
And look, whenever time I go out there, I spend the time with your dogs, all the pigs you got there on the farm. What all do you have? I don't mean to put you on the spot like that, but what all do you have over there?
Yeah, so we have about 27 goats right now, 15 pigs. Right now we have 6 sheep, but we have 4 more coming in a couple of days. We have got 2 tortoises now. We've got how many dogs? We've got 4 livestock guardian dogs and 6 cats and tons of chickens and turkeys and 4 horses and just a whole menagerie over here.
And I love it. It says love lives here. And I've spent some time out there, and truly those 3 words, excuse me, are so powerful because they really emphasize what you guys are doing at Piccolo Farms.
Thank you. We really try to show these guys what love means. So many of them who come here are, abused and damaged mentally and emotionally. And we just really want them to live their life out, to the best that they can. And so we have very few rules for the animals. We have more rules for the humans than we do for the animals. And we just let them live their best lives. It's really fun.
I think it's cool. Okay, so this Sunday from 4 to 8, you've got a special event that's happening. Tell us about the event.
We do. So we are expanding to 8 more acres right down the street from us. So just a half a mile down the street from the original farm. The original farm is staying, but the new acreage is where we are debuting the live nativity and Kris Kringle Market. So it's going to be really fun. It's our first Christmas event ever. And I'm calling it a very vintage Christmas. So we are having a lot of vintage, exciting goods to shop. And we've got some other really awesome vendors. And we're going to have the live nativity, and Santa and Mrs. Claus are making an appearance. So we're so excited about that. And, music and fun and food and drinks. And it's just going to be a really nice way to get in the Christmas spirit.
From 4 to 8 on Sunday. You can look on information at piccolofarms.org. And then Bonnie, we've talked about this before, that a mutual friend that we have, we're not going to say his name because I don't want to put it out there, but he was in a very rough spot in his life. He volunteered with you guys. He's been volunteering. He told me that it basically saved his life being around these beautiful animals. And he's not the only one where your farm has changed their life, is it?
That's right. Yeah, we do work with several other nonprofit organizations such as End Slavery Tennessee and the Dream Center of West Nashville, where the animals are allowed to really do what they're put here for, is to help humans. So we help the animals, and then the animals help the humans. So it's a really cool place to come and get therapy. So we're just thankful to be able to give them a home here for them to be able to do their work.
And what I love about that is when you have these organizations that come over there and do the help, they need to get away. The farm is closed for that, so they can just have their time, be alone with their thoughts and with the animals. And my God, that almost makes me want to cry, because I know what you're talking about, and I've seen y'all's passion for that, and that's really special. And you see it, Bonnie, and your great husband Jeff, of what you guys do, and just the impact that these animals who were just basically left for dead have this second chance in life, and the impact they have on these people.
That's right. It's really amazing to see. And kids too, it's really cool to see how they affect kids. And, kids can come out here 1 or 2 times and they take great, they bond with 1 or 2 of the animals, and then they want to come back and see that animal again. And they take a lot of responsibility for that animal. They feel like it's theirs. And it's just really cool to see the emotional connections that they build.
And you left a job to do this, right? If I remember that story correctly.
I did. I left my career and I'm doing this full time. Yep. It's my first non-paid gig.
forever gig. You when I come out there and spend time with you guys, I always laugh at the roosters because they're not quiet, but my goodness, they're beautiful.
You can hear them right now, I bet, can't you?
Yes. Yeah. And you guys, people don't know this, but what's the title that, not the official, but when Metro Animal Control gets roosters in, you guys go and get them?
Yeah, so we're the Rooster Rescue of Nashville, we call it. So it's not just Metro Animal Control. It is all the humans in Nashville and surrounding counties. When they get a rooster, they call us because they're not allowed to legally have them. And so they're either, going to be dead or they're going to come here and live out a really great life. So we have a lot of roosters here and they're so loved. I love the roosters so much. So
I know. And then I got to bring my daughter over there because when I showed her pictures, I was there last time. Something about pigs, man. Something about pigs and rubbing their bellies makes us all smile. I'm not sure
true.
why.
You need to come meet the newest ones. We've got some really special new ones here right now. You're going to love them.
Well, have you named them yet?
Oh yeah. The most recent one's name is Happy, and he is named because of his extreme happiness. He's just the happiest pig we've ever met.
That is so great. All right, again, let people know, but you guys run on donations, and we have the screen up now, piccolofarms.org, and any little bit helps. And again, I tell you, I've seen what you guys do, so I know the work, and I know the passion, and I know the results are happening. And that's right, all donations.
That's right. We're donor funded. So absolutely everything helps. And we also take other donations like, food donations, hay, straw, really anything that the animals can use would be a huge help.
That's beautiful. Sunday again, 4 to 8, Piccolo Farms. Information's on the website. Bonnie, thank you so much. I know you guys are working 20 hours a day, but thank you so much for what you do for these animals and have the Forever Home, the animal sanctuary. And I hope everybody knows about what you guys are doing.
Well, thank you for having us, and I hope to see your face on Sunday.
You certainly will. I cannot wait to see you there, Bonnie.
Awesome.
And I can't wait to see Jeff as well, Bonnie. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, Jeff and Bonnie Glick, the Animal Sanctuary. And I'm not kidding you. Go see this place. It is fantastic. I've tried to kidnap their dogs. They won't let me. They have these Pyrenees dogs that run around, the livestock guardian dogs, they call them. And what got me is that they got a phone call of a blind horse that was about ready, that somebody discarded, a miniature horse. They went and rescued this horse. It's on the property. It's got its own little barn, and it's thriving. It's absolutely thriving. I tell you guys, there are some special people in this world. We just got to find it. It's happening all around us. All right, we'll take a break, come back. You know what time it is. Celebrity birthdays. That's next.
Talking Trash, the show that's going to end littering. Brought to you by Nobody Trashes Tennessee. How was that? That fast part, the end felt rushed. I'm going to do it one more time, Claire. Talking Trash, the show that's going to end littering. Brought to you by Nobody Trashes Tennessee. Ooh, how was that? Claire, that sound about right? It felt good to me. She feels me. Nobody trashes Tennessee on my watch.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
You really good try. There aren't any cops around. I didn't think there were any cops around.
I drink and drive all the time.
Sir, you've been in a serious crash. I need you to hang on, okay? Cover your name, sir. You are right now? Now.
All right, welcome back to the final segment. We were just commenting about that commercial for the Don't Drink and Drive. If one of my friends came to me with keys and said, I drink and drive all the time, I would literally punch him in the face.
Right. What up, red flag?
Yeah, I would punch him in the face. And not to say that I haven't done that before with friends who have had that kind of attitude, and hope we all do that with friends to stop doing that, because there's no sense in that happening. All right, it's time for celebrity birthdays. We do every morning at the last segment. And intern, are you ready today?
I think I am pretty ready.
Okay, I don't know. Oh, by the way, the MTSU football helmet tomorrow morning at 7:30. MTSU head football coach Rick Stockstill will join us. They're about to head to the Bahamas Bowl. It's the first bowl of the season, so they're heading down before they leave. He's going to join us tomorrow. That's the kind of pull I have on this show.
Yes, I'm excited. It'll be good to see him.
But our ultimate guest is The Rock.
The Rock?
Yes. Do you know who that is?
Dwayne Johnson?
Yes, Dwayne Johnson. Former McGavick High School student.
Right. Aren't y'all best friends?
We are, I wouldn't say best friends. I would say we are great friends.
Oh, gotcha.
To do that. All right, time for celebrity birthdays. You know the rule. You got to get these birthdays within 2 years. Intern's pretty bad at this, so that makes the most fun. All right, intern, today's birthday is Dame Judi Dench. How old is Dame Judi Dench?
71.
Not bad. 87.
Okay.
Actor Beau Bridges.
Beau Bridges. Any movies I've seen? Probably not.
Yeah, he was in Homeland.
Okay. 48.
He's 80, but thanks. Great actor John Malkovich in The Line of Fire and The Expendables, I think. Con Air. He was great in Con Air.
I'm going to say 61 today.
68.
Ooh, we're getting closer.
Singer Donny Osmond. Remember his famous song?
I don't. Will you sing
and
it
they
for
call it Puppy Love.
Nice. 68?
64.
Ooh, we're getting so close.
No, you're not.
No more victories.
All right, Michael Dorn from Star Trek. He, I forget what character
The new one?
he played. I don't remember, but you look like a Star Trek nerd.
Oh, I'm actually a Star Wars guy.
Okay, well, I mean, alternate planets, but universes, but still the same.
Right. Let's say 70.
69. Well done. Country singer Sylvia. She sings that song, Well, You're Nobody Called Today. She hung up when I asked her name. And I wonder. Sylvia.
Oh, I thought I didn't know if you were finished or not.
Mesmerizes people every time.
Let's say she is probably 62.
65. Actress Felicity Huffman, Desperate Housewives. She went to jail for the forging the college admissions for her daughter.
Oh, right. I watched that documentary on Netflix. Let's say 59.
Bingo.
59 exactly?
59 exactly.
Yeah.
A few more before we get out here this morning. Singer-songwriter, guitar player Jacob Dylan of the Wallflowers, whose dad is?
I have no idea.
His name is Jacob Dylan. His dad is?
Matt, I don't know. Wait, okay, hold on.
His dad's Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan is his father.
Yes.
Right.
How old's Jacob?
He's probably 38.
He's 52.
Okay. Wow, that was a bad one all around.
All right. Rapper Cannabis. I love these rapper names, man. Do you know Cannabis?
I don't. I've never heard of him. 41.
Oh, he's 47.
Oh,
get you one more out the door. Oh, NFL Hall of Famer, the best linebacker to ever play the game of football, Dick Butkus. How old is he?
74.
Oh, 79. Dick Butkus. Man, let me tell you what, they don't make linebackers like him anymore. You have to hit and knock your head off.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, intern. Appreciate you. Another fun show today. Thank all of our guests for joining us today. Barry Coggins with his Christmas album, Duology.us is the website. You find it there. Our first live guest, him and his partner, Joseph, was fantastic today. Brunel doing that. So really good job. Thank you, Bonnie Glick from Piccolo Farms for the help. We're going to continue to promote you and what you guys do at the farm over there. Of course, Hunter Briley, the event, and our Pet of the Week that happened earlier in the show today. The interns are going to send all the segments out. Follow us on their YouTube channel at Mornings on Main Street. All the individual segments are there. We really appreciate you guys watching. As we leave you every morning, be nice to people, open doors, smile, wave, the people in traffic. Do not tell anybody about your CrossFit workouts. Nobody cares unless you're doing it for charity. As always, remember this, no one ever went broke by giving. We'll see you tomorrow.